Hi, this is Jen from Floppy Ear Pottery. Today, my blindfolded throwing challenge will be number 13. It'll be a plate. So it'll look something hopefully like this. Um, Plates are interesting because they are challenged sometimes depending on the clay that you're using, how quickly they dry. Sometimes they'll get cracks down the middle. They're called S cracks. Sometimes you'll get a crack along the edge where the rim of the plate meets the bottom, like right here. Um, and that can be caused by a few different things. I'm not going to go into details right now because it's more about throwing than explaining why cracks form. But it can also be due to not compressing the bottom of the plate correctly. So I'm going to try that out. I'm working with 1.5 pounds of clay. So we'll see how wide I can get. It'll be hard for me to judge um, because I've never thrown blindly at that width. So hopefully this comes out okay and I don't get like a paper thin plate, which is also a concern of mine because that I won't be able to wire that off and that'll probably break coming off the wheel head. Okay, let's see. Okay, this is Jen just organizing myself here so I have all of my stuff readily available. So here goes the plate. Blindfold going on. Okay. And I think because sometimes when I throw plates, again, don't do them very often. I usually don't get them perfectly circular. So this feels like maybe a salad plate. And I do leave quite a bit of clay on the bottom because I do need to trim this and give it a foot. Um, so I try not to make them too thin. And also, I don't want to have problems taking this off the wheel later. Oops, there's an air bubble. Okay. Now I'm just going to flatten the bottom out again. Yep. I'm going to just go in the corner and lift a little. So I have something to pull so I can make the rim. I can find my sponge. It became a very small plate. It'll probably be a trinket plate. I'll just put a little pinwheel on the bottom. And that's it. Let's see what this one looks like. Okay, not too bad. There's a lot of clay. I can see. Let's clean the wheel head and then we'll take a look. Actually, let me do this first. And I got a piece of hair in there. I have a lot of hair. And it's just, I'm going to lift that piece right there. I mean, it'll burn off anyway. But something kind of gross about seeing hair in a plate. Um, yep, that looks good. Okay, so there we go. Let's do this. This is what the plate looks like. So it's pretty good. Um, it's a very small little spiral on the bottom, as you can see. The edge is pretty decent, but you could see that there's a lot of clay here, and that I could have drawn out more and made this a little larger, a little air bubble there. Um, and there's a little bit of gunk here. Oh, I can actually just wipe it off. I thought it was a clump of clay, but it was just on the surface. So you do want to leave your plates a little thicker on the bottom. So when you're going to wire them off, you don't wire through the plate, but this is a little too thick, in my opinion. I'll be able to trim a lot. I can also feel the weight of this plate, and it's all concentrated here. The reason why I want to trim it is also I don't want it to explode in the kiln. I had an issue with the birdhouse doing that. I had left a lot of clay on the bottom, and in the kiln, it just exploded. So we're going to learn from that mistake and hopefully not repeat it on this one. So you'll see it trimmed, and then it'll be ready for its glaze selection.